everybody, this is another one of my advice for people who are starting university videos, and this one is about making friends. From my experience, making friends at university was about 50 billion times easier and faster than making friends at school. And I think the main reason for this is because at school, maybe not down to immaturity, but just down to the fact that you're younger and you want different things out of friendships, you tend to just really get drawn towards people that you've got things in common with. So friendship groups tend to be based around like the subjects you're studying, like the people you meet in class, or the music you like, or the clothes you wear. And I think that's why school can be quite cliquey. However, when you get to university, or as I experienced anyway, people don't have to have things in common with each other to become friends. And I feel this was quite a dramatic thing when I started university, because at some unis they put you in halls dependent on like the subjects you're studying, or they make you write things about yourself, and then they pair up like compatible people. But they never did that at my uni, and I don't know anyone who didn't have any friends. I think what makes it really, really easy is that when you do start university, no one goes to university not wanting friends. So everyone is up for becoming friends with everyone. Like there's no one who's gonna tell you they don't want to be friends with you. Not in like the early stages anyway. And the good thing about Freshers Week is that because there are no like obligations as such, you can just hang out with people and chat, and it is really, really easy. And I was, when I started university, really confident and outgoing and comfortable making friends. So I think it probably would be a bit harder if you are reserved and shy. But the advice I would give if you are one of those people is to just keep in the front of your mind that everyone wants to make friends. No one is going to be at that uni and know more than maybe a few people there. But most people know no one. So everyone really just does want to get chatting and settle down into friendship groups as soon as possible. And another thing that makes friendships so much quicker and easier when you go to university is the fact that if you live in halls, you are living with these people 24/7. So within a month, I'd built friendships with people that kind of were just as strong and involved as friendships with people that I've been at school with for 7 years. I really want to build on what I said about the making friends with people who you have nothing in common with, because from what I've heard, I don't know anyone who really struggled with friends at university, but obviously there are like a few people who obviously do find it more difficult. It's normally down to them and not down to other people. Like, you can't really use the excuse there's no one nice at my university, because nice doesn't mean people who are just like you. I was, when I first started, like for the first couple of days, I knew no one else who didn't drink. I still managed to make friends. I was the only Jew at a Catholic university. I video blogged, so I instantly had this that no one could relate to. As I said, I didn't drink. I'd never been clubbing before. I don't think there was anyone else who'd never been clubbing before. And I had no interest in that either. And I still managed to make friends because I found, and I will admit to this, when I was at school I was judgmental. Like, if someone didn't have stuff in common with me, I would be like, not really going to end up friends with them. But when you start university, you really do have to just look past having things in common with people and be accepting. And I really think that people who do not make friends at university, unless you are lumped with like a really crappy bunch of people, which I don't really see to be that likely, it will probably be because you didn't accept differences in people. So I really think that that is like the best piece of advice I can give for anyone who is nervous about making friends at uni, and that is just to accept everyone. Don't judge people because they don't like the same music as you. Don't judge people because they're not on the same subject as you. I mean, I'm not being funny, but my boyfriend Stuart, who I met at university, is a sports student. If you ask any of my family, anyone I went to school with, I would never, ever, ever, ever hang out with anyone who was sporty just because I didn't have anything in common with them. But that sort of thing just stops mattering when you get to university, and I really think that is the most important thing. And I'm sure, because I've just been talking about the situation if you live in halls, then some people who aren't going to be living in halls might get worried. But this kind of goes back to what I said in my video about Freshers Week. Go to all the events, because it won't matter. And I said this in an email to someone who sent me a message with some worries because they weren't going to be living in halls. if you go to all the events, you're going to meet people and they will invite you to stay in halls. And the way I can kind of vouch for this is that so many of my best friends at university didn't live in halls with me, but they spent so much time in halls with me. I've got two friends both called Simon. I'm sure they won't mind me using them as examples. One's tall and one's small, so we call them Tall and Small Simon. Small Simon slept on my floor kind of 3 times a week when I lived in halls. He lived at home, like a 40-minute drive away, and he spent so much time in halls. And my friend Tall Simon lived off campus in a house quite away from uni, and he spent like all day every day with me and everyone in halls, and then just went home for the night. So neither of those people missed out because they went to the freshers events, they made their friends, and it didn't hold them back. They weren't living on campus. And I really think that the two main things to remember when it comes to making friends at university: be accepting of everyone, even if they are as opposite you as is humanly possible, because it doesn't mean they're not nice and friendly. And the second thing is to, at any opportunity you get to meet new people, do it. Even if you don't want to do it, because you're more likely to regret not doing it than you are doing it. I think that's all for that video. My next video is going to be about managing the workload, and that will probably be in a few days' time. I think I've probably covered all the things that need to be covered before people start, because I know it's the 12th today. It's kind of looming nearer that people are going to university, so probably during your first month or so more videos will be going up, so continue to request videos. This was a requested video, and the one about managing the workload is also a requested video, so definitely let me know, and I will make a video on any element of university that you feel like you might need. Not even advice, if you just want me to talk about my experiences so you can kind of hear what it was like for me, then yeah, let me know. And hopefully I can continue reassuring you all that university is going to be a really, really awesome time, and that you're going to be absolutely fine settling in with everything. So yeah, if you are starting university before my next video will go up, then I hope it all goes brilliantly. Let me know how it goes. And yeah, another video will be up in a few days. And I will see you all then. Bye!